right, thanks for tuning in to this episode of George's Car Vids. We have not made a can we make it video in a hot minute, and I've got one for you. You place your bets now. I'm gonna flip around, I'm gonna show you the candidate, and we're gonna see whether or not we can make a 53-mile trip to the other store in this thing. All right, here's our candidate up for vote. This is a 2011 Chevy Traverse LT. I believe it's all-wheel drive, 196,000 miles. I will tell you there's no warning lights on the dash other than the TPMS light, which is for this front tire. I put a little air in it. We'll see if it goes off. It is all-wheel drive. Like I said, 196,000 miles, no check engine light. It runs, drives, shifts okay. It has a few issues, maybe an oil leak. I can maybe smell a little bit of oil from the outside. When I traded for this, it drove well. So I'm pretty confident that this will be a good drive. It has no AC, or at least it blows cool, and it only blows out the top vents. So I'm pretty sure the blend door's shot in it. We'll take a look at the inside. I mean, it's a little dirty, but not too bad. It's got your typical busted. Even my Traverse has that busted. Let me turn that music off. As you can see, 196,877, only light on is TPMS. I smell a little bit of oil. It's got WeatherTech. It's a little on the dirty side, but equipped decent. I mean, it's got Bose stereo. It is like a creamy looking white. Black interior, as you can see. I mean, it's not perfect, but this thing would probably clean up pretty decent. You got second row buckets, rear heat and air. I'm gonna try to actually run the rear heat and air. I didn't even see that it had a rear DVD player. I mean, it's even got DVD. Come on, guys. All right, I'm gonna hop in this beast. We're gonna head on down to Evansville, and we're gonna see if we actually make it. Okay, we did not break down, but this thing I think is actually blowing cold air. So I'm gonna get in here, and I think the rear's actually maybe blowing. Let's see if we can turn that rear. So I can work the rear controls back here, and it's blowing cold. I mean, it's blowing cold air out of the rear. So here's what we're gonna do. These vents actually turn. Let me get you up here. So let's just see if we can twist these to our advantage, because in the front it only blows out of the defrost. So yeah, and that's actually cool. So the AC blows cold, so it probably just needs a blend door and maybe a blower motor resistor. Overall, this thing ain't drove bad. We've driven, I don't know, probably about 20 miles. Still just TPMS light on. A little bit warm in here. I actually hooked up a mount. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna back out. I'm gonna get buckled up, and we'll get on the interstate with this thing and see how it does. Well, we're gonna take off out of beautiful Holland, and that is Holland, Indiana, not Holland the country. So we're gonna have about a 5-mile drive to the interstate. So here's what I can tell you so far. The air blows cool, but it only blows in the front out the defrost. It's blowing cool in the back if you use the back controls. So I think probably the head unit, blend door, it's probably all trash. When you hit a bump, the whole front end rattles. So probably need struts. I'm sure complete front end work. It steers great, shifts perfect. And smell a little bit of oil on the outside, so I don't know if it's got a valve cover gasket or something leaking. But you can smell a little oil. I mean, it's got, looking through the gauges, great oil pressure. I mean, I'm running, you know, 60, 65 mile an hour. I'm gonna get on the interstate here in a minute, but overall this thing drives great. You know, good detail. You know, somebody that knew how to work on something. I mean, this would probably last, you can probably get another 20, 30, 40,000 miles out of it, I think, before you would have to address anything major. The tires are, I think, almost new on it. So it's got good tread. The brakes are great. Like I said, just a few little odds and ends. I can tell you probably your sway bar bushings are shot. Every time I hit a little bump, I can hear, I can feel it. So definitely that. Cruise control works. The Bose stereo sounds awesome. Give me just a few minutes. We'll get on the... I'll show you merging on the interstate. We'll get the cruise control locked in. And go from there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and merge on the interstate now. We're going to head to the St. Louis Inn, West 64. Like I said, this thing runs and drives fine. Shifts smooth. I checked the oil. It had plenty of oil in it. So, like I said, I don't suspect us to have issue 1 out of this thing. Front end's rattling. I mean, I'm up to 60 mile an hour. There she's shifting. Cruise control works. I locked it in a minute ago. I'm like telling myself I like to run about 9 over. So speed limit 70. We're locked in at a cool and comfortable 79 mile an hour. I mean, other than, you guys might even be able to hear the front end rattling on audio. She got a little bit of a rattle to her, but I mean, I'm gonna take my hand off the wheel. I mean, drive straight. This is one part of my drive. You know, when I tell people that I have like a 40-mile drive one way, you know, I have to have the explanation to them that I like it. So I can switch this drive up. Like, I'm going to our other store in Evansville, Indiana tonight. I can switch this drive up a little bit. So I can either go through the country, I can go through the country and the interstate. There's several ways to get here, and the drive, I love it. I mean, it's peaceful when I come up here. It's nice and peaceful when I head home. A little bit of windshield time, and I like to drive. So this ain't gonna be too bad. Let me get a little further up the road, and I'll check in with you. See if I can get you out of that sun. So, driving fine. I mean, it does have cold AC, but like I said, it only blows out the top. Little life hack: you can Google XM refresh and possibly get your satellite radio on in your car for 90 days. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but we'll see how this display shows up. We'll see if I keep it. I don't have the music on because I don't want to get demonetized at some point. Not that I'm monetized yet, but if you subscribe, you'll help me get closer to that. So we'll start with TikTok radio. I blame my kids for that. So then I get into the years of music that I was born in. So I was born in 76, so you obviously have your 70s on 7, your 80s on 8, your 90s on 9. I throw some 10 spot in there, especially in a GM car where you've got like 6 pages of favorites. And then the next ones, all I can say is I had cool aunts and uncles growing up. We go classic rewind, classic vinyl, Tom Petty radio. The only thing that I am jealous of my little sister about more than anything is the fact that she got to go see Tom Petty live before he died, and I did not. I will hold that against her till my grave. Sorry. Lithium, because I was in high school in the 90s. I'll be 49 this year. Octane, because the 2000s. I mean, what can you say? You gotta have some Godsmack and some Metallica to get your mornings going every once in a while. Alright, and then we're gonna go Ozzy, because again, I was in grade school in the 80s. What can I say? Hair Nation, obviously Reasons. Throw a little liquid metal in there because I used to like some metal. Very eclectic in my music, as you can see. Turbo, because the 2000s. What can I say? Little XM42 because I like me some rap. 43 because I did have a cool uncle that introduced me some rap, and I had older dudes in high school that introduced me to rap, so fond of the Rock the Bells. 44 for some Hip Hop Nation because I like the new stuff too. I like some Megan Thee Stallion. I like some Moneybagg Yo. Been listening to a lot of Moneybagg Yo. Migos, another one I listen to quite a bit. Shade 45, because, I mean, if you got the rest of them, why not have that one? Like I said, we're just playing around with the GoPro. This thing's driving fine other than the front end rattling. I got cruise control locked in 75 mile an hour. I'm probably about, I don't know, 15 minutes away from the store. I'll just show you we're on beautiful I-69 on the far north side of gorgeous Evansville, Indiana. So far so good. It's actually bearable in here with the air like it is, the windows up, with that rear. Now that I stopped and got the rear situated, I mean, it's comfortable. I'm having to run it on 60 full blast, but you know, it's comfortable in here. There's little stuff. All right, let me cut this thing off and we'll wrap it up once I get back. I have no doubts we're gonna make it. And that's gonna wrap it up. We made it back, no problem. I didn't think we would. If you bet on me breaking down, you lost the bet. Thanks for tuning in to this one. We haven't done a can we make it video in a hot minute. Appreciate y'all tuning in for it. If you like stuff like this, consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. You think it'll last another 20, 30,000 miles? It's gonna need a few things, but we're gonna send it to the auction this week. We're gonna get it gone. It's not something we're gonna keep. Again, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna have a few more together later. We'll see you soon.